You gain control of JK Rowling's Twitter account for a day. What unnecessary piece of information do you add to Harry Potter lore? Potter Puppet Pals is now canon. ITSAPIPEBOMB edit, my first silver. You have my gratitude, kind stranger. Buckbeak is an animagus who is fully intelligent and capable of turning back into a human at any time, but doesn't because it's his fetish. I love this because he was so committed he let himself be executed in the original timeline. That was his other fetish. Harry's favorite finger, for no particular reason, is his left index finger. Also, inexplicably, that's Ginny's as well. SNE 28484 middle. 4 years ago. All Hogwarts students are required to take a sex ed course. The teacher? Hagrid. Okay, now some needs to do a fanfic where Hagrid teaches sex ed. I don't mean an NC-17 thing either, I mean a legitimate humorous story. Harry wakes up in Hogwarts and everyone is gone for Christmas vacation when he has to defend the school from being robbed by Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern. Edit, Silver? Damn, thanks y'all, D. Make the fan theory that the surviving Weasley twin becomes the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka later in life. The composition of the wand means nothing. A wizard could use a plastic drinking straw and it would work just fine, as long as they expect it to work. What happens when plastic straws are banned? Snape was a stamp collector. This is the real reason James Potter bullied him. It was really him and not the Weasleys who wrote and mailed the letter inviting him to the Quidditch World Cup. All those stamps on the envelope were his way getting back at James. Ron grew up to become Ed Sheeran. The sorting hat was %100 unnecessary for class distribution. Its primary purpose was to get rid of head lice. I've got a secret affliction, Harry. Completely unnecessary? For a brief time in 1956, teenaged wizards used to bewitch vacuum cleaners to use in lieu of broomsticks. Ron likes to take all his clothes off when he poops. Oddly enough, I have a friend who's been compared to Ron many times who also does this. When you're using the invisible cloak, you're not actually invisible, you're naked, they just choose to ignore you as to not make things awkward. That explains why Fudge and Malfoy send Hagrid straight to Azkaban without a trial in Book 2 when they walk into Hagrid's hut while Harry and Ron are hiding. Alright, so we are just going to give him a warn. Why are there two naked kids huddled in a corner? The fuck, Hagrid? Azkaban it is. That also explains that Dumbledore looked at Harry under the cloak, and Harry could feel his blue eyes pierce him as if he saw him. All of the really batshit information, Nagini being a cursed Korean lady, the vanishing shits, the whole cursed child play, all of that was just a Quibbler article. Oh Zeno Lovegood, you endearing fruitcake. Nagini being a cursed Korean lady, oh. Dudley Dursley has a Muggle-born daughter. She gets her Hogwarts letter and Dudley reconnects with Harry so he can learn about magic and be the opposite of his parents. Teenage wizards would jack off in front of the hottest moving paintings. Hogwarts in the 60s was a drug-fueled Technicolor dancing orgy every night, and the only reason it doesn't come up more often is because not a lot of people clearly remember it. That must be when Dumbledore made the switch from sharp-looking suits to colorful flowy robes. Oh, I love this. Just imagine Dumbledore on a rave. Harry was born with a third testicle. Fred came back as a ghost. Harry put his name in the Goblet of Fire. And the portion of Voldemort's soul in him allowed him to do so because it was old enough. How do you know? Did you ask him calmly? Did you put your fucking name in the goblet, you little cunt? Dumbledore. Harry and Ron used some of Hermione's hair plus Polyjuice potion to kill some time in the dormitories. That was great, Ron. I promise I'll be Hermione next time. You always say that. I pictured they both drank it at the same time. And then the real Hermione walks in. Time to close Reddit. And open fanfiction.net. The reason Dumbledore didn't bring back Harry's parents with the time turner is because Dumbledore always wanted a son of his own, but then changed his mind a few years later and dumped him at the Dursleys. Voldemort's penises also have snake-slit noses. Penis is cursed. Fun fact, most snakes have two penises. And most snakes' penises are double-headed. And most of those are spiked. Hagrid tried foe and didn't really care for it. This is so delightfully pointless. I love it. That most people don't play beyond their early 20s because they develop Quidditch asshole. Every so often a player has to retire because a snitch goes somewhere where you don't usually want a vibrating golden orb, and frankly Therese no returning from that ignominy. There's a witch writer called KJ Rowling famous for her Muggle book series Harold Rogers where the protagonist engages in wacky Muggle adventures. Edit, 48 inbox notices and not one Hogwarts letter. With sidekicks Roberta Beasley and Herman Danger. A wacky Muggle adventure written from the perspective of a witch sounds like an amazing children's book. Oh no, cried Sleeve McDichel, the small fat child who could not fly. We are surrounded by criminals and wild animals and homework. What do we do? His best friend Todd Bonzales eyed the rhinoceros burglar nervously. Well, we can't fly away, that's for sure. This sounds like it could have come out of that algorithm-based, chatbot thing that has been spewing out Harry Potter books. Nobody gives a fuck about Harry after he graduates, and he ends up spending the rest of his life bitter and working as a barista at Wizard Starbucks in Hogsmeade. Fred and George Weasley switched places during the Battle of Hogwarts. When George died, Fred adopted George's life, complete with cutting off his ear, because he figured George wouldn't want him to spoil the joke. Makes sense as to why George ended up marrying Angelina Johnson when it was Fred who dated her at Hogwarts. They both dated her, she only thought she was only dating Fred. Twin win. She knew, it was only the rest of the school who was fooled. Buckbeak was a metaphor. That the cauldron Voldemort was rebirthed in during Goblet of Fire used to belong to Horace Slughorn. It was gifted to his favorite student, Tom Riddle, the year Riddle left Hogwarts. That's a perfectly reasonable piece of info, though. After Book 2 and the Polyjuice experiments, Ron and Hermione permanently switched places. Blimey, Hermione. Bloody hell. Damn. That's the one I should have gone with. I'd double down and declare that some of the older teachers at Hogwarts would forget they were supposed to use toilets now, so occasionally they'd just drop true and urinate in front of everyone. No. Underneath the robe, Professor McGonagall is actually two twin dwarfs standing on each other's shoulders. They take turns being on top so the other doesn't get tired. I would like one alcohol, please. Voldemort doesn't have a butthole after resurrection. He's like a smooth Ken doll down there. The Loch Ness Monster is someone who tried Polyjuice potion with basilisk DNA. Harry pronounces it GIF, not GIF. Twilight is absolutely in the same universe. How does that explain Cedric Diggory? Cedric converts to vampirism from magicism. I would 100% post that meme JK Rowling reveals that you, the reader, were gay all along. But besides that, I would talk about the required procedure behind the pre-plumbing shitting wherever you want then making it disappear thing. Also, WTF JKR? Why couldn't they have had magical outhouses? Why did it have to get weird? Comment removed by moderator middle. 4 years ago. The My Immortal fanfic is now 100% canon. Thank you. J.K.R. The preps will not be happy about this. Just Googled this and skimmed the first page before noping out. There's such a thing as too much cringe. Edit, apparently internet historian has done a dramatic reading of it, I'll check it out. Oh come on, you didn't even get to the good part. What is the good part? Personally, my favorite is Dumbledore finding Draco taking Ebony's virility in the Forbidden Forest and screaming "What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers?" Lupin and Snap also have a very interesting partnership. He had a headache, okay? "What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers?" he asked calmly. It was Dumbledore. Yeah, the best part is totally when Snap asks Enobi for a condom, but she says you'll probably use it on some 6-year-old you pedo, but then she finds him having sex with Lupin, so she exclaims, "That's what you were gonna use the condom for?" And Snap doesn't stop but angrily says, "Yeah, but you wouldn't give me one," all while Dobby is watching them for some reason, or something like that. It's been a while since I read it. We don't know anything about the author/intent of the fanfic, but the consensus is 99% that it's the greatest troll fanfic ever written. Grab some beer and friends and take turns reading it. It's a masterpiece you don't want to miss out on. If you don't want to read it, you should watch it. Some guy on YouTube, internet historian I think, made a 3-part video reading it and it's brought me to tears. Link to the YouTube playlist, buckle up, it's a little long. Muggle orphanages know about magic, and when an orphan shows magical prowess they phone the Ministry of Magic for pickup and leave the baby outside. The ministry hasn't figured out how voicemail works and never come to pick up the children. Well, this explains why the White Walkers keep sparing the orphanages. 10/10 crossover episode. Hermione dresses up as a cat girl for Ron, who developed a thing for it before they were dating. And Hermione gets inspiration for her numerous dedicated costumes and such from hentai, which is why she works tirelessly to keep Ron intimidated by computers and the internet. In order to have the feast so lovingly described, house elves of Hogwarts had perfected the art of reusing leftovers multiple times. They secretly go to cheap restaurants and learn from muggles. Recently they discovered internet, and now Dean Thomas's mother prints out for them every tip and trick she can find at Frugal Living blogs. I don't think I could top the post she made about wizards disappearing their poo with magic before muggles invented toilets. Comment removed by moderator middle. 4 years ago. Didn't the snake hide in some ancient plumbing? Wait, what? She actually tweeted this? https://twitter.com/pottermore/status/1081242428105998336. It was the Pottermore Twitter account. I'm not sure if it was JK herself, but as far as I'm aware Pottermore is official. Literal shitposting. George Weasley was adopted. Not Fred though. One of my favorite quotes from any piece of Harry Potter media comes from an interview of the actors who played Fred and George. "So are you two actually twins in real life?" "No, it's funny. We actually met at the audition." That line kills me every time. It's that line right there that solidifies my opinion that they were perfect for the role of Fred and George. In 2000, at age 14, the twins skipped school exams to attend an open audition, despite having no previous acting experience, and, after about 6 auditions, were cast as Fred and George Weasley in the film Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. They went on to play their characters in all of the subsequent Harry Potter films. This even sounds like something Fred and George would do, lol. This is definitely my favorite response. Harry doesn't have a left pinky toe. It was the only part of him hurt by the killing curse when he was a baby, and then all of us fan theorists will wonder why Lily didn't love his left pinky toe. Now that you mention it, why didn't Lily love the lightning bolt-shaped patch of skin on Harry's forehead? Mom, can you give me a goodnight kiss? Sure honey, as long as it's not on your forehead. Why? There's a small and deliberately shaped patch of skin there which I have absolutely zero love for, and I might accidentally touch that revolting thing. Have you never heard the story of Achilles? Obviously Lily was holding Harry still by his left pinky toe so that part of his body never got protected by her love. I'd clarify that Dumbledore wasn't really gay, just gay for pay. Figure that way, nobody is happy. Comment removed by moderator middle. 4 years ago. I'm writing a new book. I'll make her add a lot more lore by bumping community expectations. Well, technically she is, just not HP. She's currently writing a crime novel, which should have released last year. The protagonist was actually the flying car, and everything after is just epilogue. Harry Potter is Cars 3. Ka chow, expecto petroleum. Ka chow cadabra. The flying car only appeared in book 2, so was everything before just a prologue? Yes, of course. I actually always envisioned Dumbledore aggressively asking Harry, maybe even yelling, if he put his name in the Goblet of Fire. Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Dumbledore asked calmly. The fanbase would have a cow. It would be George Lucas claiming he always wanted Greedo to shoot first all over again. Hermione was actually a collective delusion shared by Harry and Ron. And Crumb went with it because he's hugely unstable. No, Crumb's a delusion too. Harry and Ron just decide they need to feel jealousy to experience their sexual awakening, so they compile a list of attractive characteristics and make them into Victor. Harry, he plays Quidditch. And he's super famous. Ron, and his head is totally shaved and he's from somewhere hot like Bulgaria. There is a Wizarding World version of Magic, the Gathering called Muggles, the Congregation. Edit, thanks for the gold, kind stranger. I'll tap 3 to play my Plane Walker, Gavin the accountant, triggering the effect off my Derek from HR, adding 1+1/+1 counter to every office worker on the battlefield. I end my turn. Edit, okay, who the fuck played Guild? That card was banned from Standard during the Bronze Age expansion. Edit 2, I fully endorse the Discord server someone posted in reply to my comment. Neville Longbottom has a 30.5 centimeters cock. It balances out the weight from his long bottom, obviously. Voldemort's parents were anti-vax. That wouldn't rile anyone up. Now if you said that Ron and Hermione were anti-vaccination. Hagrid's dog Fluffy and Mrs. Norris were lovers. Professor Snape was a single mother. The sock that freed Dobby was actually a Potter family heirloom, having been worn by Bobby Charlton in the 1966 FIFA World Cup final. The Potters were very quiet about how they came to acquire it. Ron is adopted and dyes his hair. Edit, thanks for the gold, kind stranger. Molly sneaks into his room at night to maintain the spell that keeps him ginger. Harry frequently entered the girls' dormitory. How did he defeat the staircases that turned into ramps? It's the most impenetrable security system ever invented. Just think, if only Gringotts had used ramp staircases. Just cast a spell on himself, Wingardium Leviosa, float over the stairs. It's Leviosa. Accio bum. Stop it, Ron. Stop. Come at it from above. Slide into the dorm same as he did those DMs. What else are you supposed to do with an invisibility cloak in the Marauders map? Shit in Malfoy's bed. That the Queen of England is a living Horcrux and that's why she just won't die. Edit, ooh, shiny. Thanks. Okay, this one is the best. She made herself a Horcrux as well as Prince Philip, and she is now the most powerful witch in all of Europe. How Hermione really loved pegging Ron after they got married. I'd allow it. They best make a movie out of this. 50 Shades of Ginger. 50 Shades of Granger greater than Fee. Granger Things, comment removed by moderator middle. 4 years ago. Snape was a never nude. Edit, holy shit, this blew up. Thank you for the gilding. The goblins at Gringotts don't have children. They just randomly split one day during a mitosis-like process and then go about their days. Their suits are part of this process. My amazing so. I mean, goblins are really weird, so I'm not surprised. Ron and Hermione's safe word is mudblood. ETA, and now my most voted comment is about wizards fucking. Time to put on my robe and wizard hat and start writing fanfic, I guess. Yeah, right. You know, that's what he calls her when they're getting kinky and he's smacking her ass while she gets it from behind. Tell daddy who's a dirty little mudblood. Edit, one of you sick fucks gave me silver for this. Y'all are disgusting, PM me for more, I've got a whole series written. Comment removed by moderator middle. 4 years ago. If you like the video, hit that subscribe button for more content. I post every day and I'll see you next time with more stories.